What's up, my fellow trombonists? Scott Flynn here, and in this short video, I'm going to tell you about a new project I'm launching that will turn you into a trombonist who's 100% confident with playing the high range, with improvising, section playing, all in less time and with less effort than any other way that's out there available today. So you can play any music at any level and start to secure the playing opportunities that you've always dreamed of quickly and easily. So let's dive in. So this program is meant for trombonists who are highly motivated and who are eager to take their playing to the next level. Whether that means you're an intermediate player who is trying to get more ability and facility so you can get more gigs and have more opportunities and have a more successful musical career, whether you're a seasoned professional who is trying to take their playing even further by achieving even more high range or a better sound or a better facility or better endurance or improvisation, or maybe you're just someone who used to play and you want to get back into it and you have a passion for it and you just want to be the best trombone player you can be. If you are any of those things, then this program is for you. This program, however, is not for complete beginners. If you've never held a trombone, if you've only been playing the trombone for maybe a few days or maybe a few weeks, then this is not for you. You can go ahead and X out of this video. But if you're one of the motivated trombone players who's trying to take your playing to the next level, stick around to the end of this video. I have a free resource that I'm going to give to people who stick around to the very end of the video. So if you want a free resource that's going to help give you some wisdom and help enhance your playing right away, be sure to stick around to the end of the video. So, the Trombone Empowerment Academy is a mastermind style class that focuses exclusively on helping trombone players unleash their potential quickly and easily so you can play anything and achieve the musical career of your dreams as soon as possible. Now, this whole program is designed to give you the most powerful, the most fast acting exercises that can take you as far as you are willing and wanting to go. Everyone's time is valuable. And I'm here to help you get where you want to go as fast as possible. The exercises that I have in this course are engineered to make the most of your valuable time. If you're a modern person in the world, then it's often very hard to find time to practice, time to dedicate towards music, time to dedicate towards the things you care about and like in general. So this program is specifically engineered to make the most of your time, to give you the most bang for your buck, so that whatever time you can put towards putting the trombone, you get the most benefit as possible. One of the ways that we do that is that we use simple and fast acting low range exercises so you can drastically increase tone, increase efficiency, enhance your high range and your endurance all at the same time without progressing slowly through different books and methods over the course of years. These low range exercises specifically work on all of these things at the same time, and you get results within days and weeks as opposed to months and years. You'll get even better results within months and years, but you'll start to get results within days and weeks. Again, these exercises are engineered to give you fast results so that you can feel that progress and feel motivated to keep going. Because everyone's time is valuable and we're trying to help you get where you want to go. Another way that we do that is we train you on the fastest and easiest and most powerful ways to build embouchure strength so you can get as much endurance and high range as you want and never run out of chops or feel daunted by the high range ever again. A lot of the trombone players that I've met and taught over the years, a lot of them struggle with the high range, a lot of them struggle with endurance. I have found and developed the most powerful exercises to give you as much strength as you could ever want and then some in as fast and effective as way as possible. I'll tell you how we do that a little bit later, but the point is that one of the things that this program is engineered to do is to completely obliterate the fear of the high range, the general anxiety that can come, or the lack of control of the high range. No, we're going to give you everything that you need to completely master the high range, including endurance, with these insanely powerful strength building exercises. In addition to that, we're going to show you everything that you need to get more consistent air support with less effort so you can have the confidence to play anything on the trombone without ever having to be strained or fatigued ever again. Another issue that I've ran into with a lot of people is that they don't, well, some people know that they're getting fatigued and they're not breathing efficiently. Other people don't know it and they just feel tired or frustrated and they're not aware that their breathing isn't dialed in. We show you exactly how you can get as much air support as easily and quickly as possible. We show you how to breathe in a way that gets you fully supported with the least amount of effort possible. And when you learn how to do this, the results are crazy. You literally get better sound and more ease of playing practically instantly when you do this. So we show you everything about that. Another thing that we throw in the program is we show you how to train your ears to the highest level so you can orally comprehend all music, unlocking your ability to improvise, compose, and transcribe any and all music with perfect clarity, so that you'll never have to guess when you play the trombone ever again, making you a more captivating player and a more employable musician overall. Now, some of you may know what ear training is, but for those of you who don't, some of the benefits of ear training are that it shows you how to transcribe melodies and chords by ear. It improves your improvising skills, improves your rhythmic skills, improves your singing skills, improves your intonation, improves your ability to tune your instrument. In our case, we literally play the tuning slide, so ear training is extra beneficial for trombone players. Improves your musicality and helps you interact with more musicians more easily. Ear training, I can honestly say, has been one of the most powerful assets in my musical career, second to getting good at the trombone. I give you everything in this program about how to unlock the trombone on every level, but this ear training it really takes everything that you do musically to another level. If you want to be able to play anything that you hear, if you want to be able to listen to any type of music and know how to extrapolate from what's happening to that music so that you can have ideas to say over any type of music, then this is what you need to get there. And we give you everything you need to get your ears as dialed in at the most professional level. If you see over my shoulder right here, it's kind of hard to tell. If I could zoom in, this is a poster from this band called Odessa. This is a band that's a worldwide phenomenon that I've been playing with for years, and I can honestly say, among other things, that ear training was responsible for me getting that gig. When you have the ability to show up at a gig and no one tells you anything, what's happening musically, if you show up at a jam session and no one tells you what's happening musically, and you have the ability to know what's happening just with your ears, and you show up and play, or if someone shows you a melody and you can hear it once or twice and you automatically know it, or if you hear that melody and you can harmonize with it on the fly, when you can do that, people notice and you get more gigs and you get more calls and people want to work with you more. I've done every gig under the sun under multiple different ways, and ear training honestly has been one of the things that has opened the most doors for me. So we're going to give you all of that. We're going to show you how to train your ears to the fullest extent possible so that you can open every musical door that you want to open. This program is run by me, Scott Flynn, who I have 20 plus years experience as a full-time professional trombonist, having toured the world. I've performed with jazz legends, I've performed with pop stars, I've performed in symphonies, I've recorded on countless records, I've made a lot of my own music, and I know exactly what it takes to get your trombone playing to the highest level, and I'll be guiding you every step of the way. So whatever gig you want to do, I know exactly what you need to get you there. Whether you're just wanting to play in the local jazz band, a local community group, whether you want to start your own music, whether you want to be in this band, a pop band, a rock band, a touring band, recording band, orchestra, whatever it is you're looking for, I know exactly what you need to get there, and I'll be guiding you the whole way. So this program is a mastermind group, and it's meant to provide you with a community of like-minded trombonists on the same path of mastery as you, providing even more support, accountability, insights, and understanding to your growth, so that you'll never be learning alone and will always have people to connect with who are doing the same work as you. And I can't tell you guys how powerful this is. I've been in mastermind groups myself, and the level of accountability and the support that you can get is really it really obliterates any self-doubt or unsureness, and it also helps you accomplish your goals more. For those who aren't familiar with what a mastermind group is, if you just do a little search, this is what comes up. Mastermind groups offer a combination of brainstorming, education, peer accountability, and support to sharpen your, well, they're talking about business and personal skills, but we'll say sharpen your trombone and musical skills. A mastermind group helps you and your mastermind group members achieve success. Members challenge each other to set strong goals and, more importantly, to accomplish them. And that's really the benefit of the mastermind. In addition to all the resources that I'm providing and that I'm putting into this program, the community of like-minded trombonists on the same page really is an incredibly powerful factor as far as helping you achieve your goals, providing this accountability and this support so that you're able to get exactly where you want to go as quickly and efficiently as possible. I really cannot overstate the benefits of this, of having a community in the program. So now that we've talked about all of the things that this mastermind is meant to do, let's talk about how we're going to get you there. So here's how it works. Phase one, we kind of overview the program and we've talked about how to get an easy practice routine that gives you insane results using less time and less effort so you can experience amazing growth in a matter of days and weeks and not months and years. Now, one of the reasons that I wanted to start this program is because after years of playing and years of experience, I honed in on the exercises and the techniques that were giving me insane results with not a lot of practice time. I like to say 20 to 40 minutes is a kind of sweet spot of practice time. I've seen people get really good results with these exercises with less amount of time, and if you have more time, you can certainly get some more results with them. But I found with just 20 to 40 minutes of practice time doing the exercises that I outline here, you can get really good results. And to me, one of the biggest things I've encountered is people have this idea that they need to practice for hours and hours a day to get results. And the truth is, it's not about how long you practice, it's about what you practice with your time. So in phase one, we go over exactly how we're going to use the exercises in this program to give you a practice routine that's, number one, a manageable amount of time, number two, less effort than hours and hours of practice and some of the other exercises that you have, which can really have you working super, super hard. And you're going to get results fast. It's important to get you the results fast because it's easy for me to simply sit here and tell you what to do. But the sooner that I can get you to experience the benefits of what I have to offer, then you're going to be drawn to these exercises and you're going to be drawn to your practice routine just naturally by experiencing the growth and connecting with those results. So my job is to get you experiencing that as quickly as humanly as possible, and that's what we do in phase one. We tell you exactly how we're going to do it. So phase two, we talk about breathing. We show you exactly how you breathe so you always have maximum air support every time you play, making you sound better and making the trombone easier to play instantly. The way that we do this is we show you how to breathe so that you can get a full amount of air, fill your air tank completely instantaneously. We show you the techniques that you need to open your throat, to breathe with as little sound as possible. We show you how and where to relax your body, and we show you ways to get used to what it feels like to feel fully supported. How many times have you heard people talk about air, more air through the horn? What they don't talk about often enough is air support. Just saying more air or just putting more air through the horn does not solve all your problems. But when you learn to be supported by air, when you learn to have all the support, air support in your body, whether you play a high note, a low note, a long phrase, a short phrase, when you have full air support, the air that you need to execute the thing you're trying to play is going to come out more easily. It's going to come out in a way that makes not only the trombone easier to play, but you're going to sound better. When you're relaxed and you're properly supported with air, it almost instantly makes things easier to play and it makes things sound better. So we give you everything that you need. We show you step by step exactly how to do it. And similar thing, it's about getting you the experience of that benefit so that you don't have to take my word for it. Once you experience it, you're going to naturally want to breathe this way and play from this place all the time because you'll no longer be fatigued. It'll feel better, it'll sound better, and the trombone's going to be easier to play as a result of it. So we show you everything that you need to breathe properly and forevermore be fully supported with air. Phase 3, we're going to tell you how to do the easy and powerful low range exercises that unlock range, tone, and efficiency all at the same time so you can experience significant process rapidly and with less effort. Now, if you've been following me at all, you know that I talk about the low range a lot. I kind of refer these exercises as low range exercises because you're working in the low range. You're working in the general low range of the horn, but also the fake tones. If you have a trigger trombone, are no fake tones, but you work in that trigger zone down to the pedal tones, down to the double fake pedal tones or the trigger pedal tones if you have a trigger on your horn. We work in that entire range of the super low part of the horn extensively, and we compound it with double tonguing. Because when you play in the low range and you work on getting a good sound and a good buzzy sound with the double tongue, you're training your embouchure to be more efficient and more resonant. And what does that mean? It means that your range is going to increase because you need less effort because your embouchure is buzzing more efficiently. It means you're going to sound better because you've training your embouchure to be more resonant, which means all the buzziness and all the things that bring out the overtones of the horn, that's going to be there. You're training your embouchure to unlock those so that when you play, they're more constantly there. More efficiency means more range, means more tone, also means more endurance. You'll work less and get more results. And you're working the low range, so you're not straining. You're working, it's a good practice, but you're not straining with exhaustion to do these exercises, and they're super powerful. So we're going to show you everything you need to do to get these low range exercises going and really unlock all of those benefits for you. Phase 4, we're going to talk about how to do simple and accessible high range exercises that give you all the strength you'll ever need and then some, so you can get full control of the high range, be able to play anything, and truly master the trombone. So, in addition to making our embouchure more efficient with these low range exercises, we're going to show you exactly how to get as much strength as you need so that you never have to run out of chops again, never have to be afraid of the high range. And we do this by showing you how to bend. I call them bending, even though it's really just bending the pitch, but you're using your chops to bend the pitch without the slide, ranging from a half step all the way up to 3 octaves. So when you are able to bend the sound on the trombone using just your embouchure over increasingly large distances on the horn, it builds your strength faster than anything else I have found ever. And I've been doing this for 30 years now, maybe just shy of 30 years. These exercises give you strength at an unprecedented rate. And again, it's about getting you those results so that you feel those results, so that you are drawn to doing them more to get even more results. Because the sooner we can get you to feel it, the more you don't have to take my word or anyone else's for it. The sooner you know that it works, and that's going to that's going to encourage you to do it more. It's going to build up that strength so that the high range and endurance are no longer an issue. It takes some time to get there, but these exercises go faster than anything else I've ever seen. And I've talked to trombone players that spend years trying to develop their high range. In fact, I want to introduce you to a student of mine, Alex Barham. Alex Barham was the trombonist for a group called John Brown's Body for a number of years. I've known him for a long time, and he came to me looking for some help. And let me just show you what he had to say. Once I showed him these exercises, he really noticed a difference. And let me show you what he had to say.
So I started using Scott's trombone method about 3-4 years ago. Scott and I went to school together many moons ago at Berkeley, played together in Boston in the early aughts, and then reconnected to play some shows together in Colorado, and that's really when I got hip to his method. And we talked a bunch beforehand, and then spent some time out there together going through it. And it's really done wonders for my playing. I started playing trombone pretty late in life. It was about 18, 19, 20 actually, and I did take lessons, but primarily self-taught. And then I was on the road after about 3 years of playing, and my playing was really about just trying to get stamina going for 90-minute, 2-hour sets. But I played for many years with really minimal range, not good air support. Just kind of fighting my way through it. I felt like I had 4 different embouchures just to get through maybe an octave and a half of comfortable range. And I studied a lot. I studied with classical cats. I studied with peers, with jazz players, all sorts of folks, to try and strengthen my embouchure and do things like that, with varying degrees of success. And probably any lack of success is on me. But getting with Scott's method was really a breakthrough for me. So a couple things I'll go through. Range, like I said, I would really struggle to even pop out a G above middle C without chipping it for a long time. A high B flat was out of the question for me, and I just really struggled. And there's a lot of reasons for that. I'd never really worked on my low end. I never really worked on pedal tones. So that particular exercise of going through pedal tones and really spending time down in that low register made everything across the whole range so much easier. I could feel it in my embouchure. I could feel going through those pedal tones that the breath support had to be there, and that transferred all up and down the horn. Slurring exercises, bending exercises, so many things in Scott's method helped me to be more flexible, be more fluid, to stop tripping about the way some little thing felt or didn't feel, and just really be able to enjoy playing. Multiple times over the last couple of years since I connected with Scott, I've had, sessions to get ready for shows. And I don't play every single day, but I know when I've got a project or something to do, I'll spend a couple weeks with Scott's method book and going through various exercises. I had one just a couple months ago, and I've never felt better in my life in a studio setting. Never felt more comfortable, had more range, more comfortable range than I've ever had. It just made it super enjoyable. So I highly recommend it to folks at any level, whether you're out, on the road, playing loud every night, whether you're a beginner or intermediate trying to build chops. Not only do the methods work, but the way that Scott articulates them, the way that he lays it out, it's really accessible. And Scott has a ton of experience in his career playing across all formats, big stages, small stages, and he's a really personable cat, and stuff just makes sense in a way that method books and other things in the past just haven't worked for me for whatever reason. Again, maybe user error, who knows. So go get it, get on that. Spend time with it, spend time with that low register, spend time stretching the things that feel really uncomfortable. Spend time with Scott one-on-one. There's a huge benefit just to having that engagement and that time with him, and then getting back to your acts and putting those things to work. So highly recommend on all fronts. Scott, you are the man. Keep doing what you're doing. Much love, brother.
So these exercises work. These exercises give you those results. They work fast, they work hard, they work for you, and we give you everything you need to know. I've seen him work for professionals. I've seen him work for intermediate and beginning students. I've seen him work for many trombone players who's come to me looking for development, looking for strength, looking for range, looking for ease of looking, just looking to get better at the trombone. Look, anyone looking to take their trombone play to the next level, these exercises have worked, and they can work for you too. So moving on, we got a couple other things here. Phase five, I give you a bunch of other bonus exercises that don't really fit into the high range or low range categories, including how to warm up in 5 minutes or less so you can be ready to play quickly no matter what. Additional exercises for help getting you into the high range and mastering the high range so you can always be making progress. And learning what it takes to circular breathe in 1 minute so that you're an unstoppable force in the trombone. So these are just some extra things. So for some people who are really struggling with the high range, as an exercise I show you that can really help you get up there even more easily if you need it. Usually most people get results with these ones up here, but if you're looking for more support, if you know they've got other, this other one here is another really good one to help you get in there. And then circular breathing, you know, some people like it, some people don't, but I can teach you what it takes to do it so quickly that I just throw it in there. So those are just some bonus exercises for you. Phase six is where we get into the music, the ear training, and we show you how to get ultimate music clarity through pro level ear training, so you can orally understand all music and play anything that you hear, which leads to unlocking your own musical voice for gaining maximum musical expression, so you can have maximum musical happiness and be an invaluable musical asset, which will ultimately get you more gigs and more opportunities in addition to musical joy. So the way that we do this is we show you how to identify intervals. We show you how to identify chord tones within intervals. We show you how to do that diatonically, but we also show you how to do it chromatically. We show you the ways to build upon that so that you can basically hear a melody and memorize it. We give you everything that you need to start this process, because the truth is, once you start to do it, it becomes an exponentially growing thing. Once you understand intervals, it's easier to understand triads and chords. Once you understand chord tones in triads and chords, it's easier for you to hear some more chromatic tones and to hear things beyond that. And so once you start to get the sort of foundation of this, it starts to build, and it takes on a life of its own. Just like the rest of it, it's about getting you that experience so that you understand the benefit. Because as soon as you understand the benefit, you're going to start to grow at your own rapid rate just through natural repetition. But we give you everything you need and show you exactly how to identify intervals, so you can start to identify chords, so you can start to transcribe and understand everything you hear, whether it's your own musical idea or everything you hear in your daily life, the music you listen to. You hear a melody you like, well, now you know how to find it and transcribe it and play it. You hear a chord progression you like, well, now you know how to understand it and play it and repeat it and internalize it. And again, it's all about opening all those musical doors. So this is something you can get in other places, but I give you the most succinct, direct, easy way to do it, and it opens all those doors, and it's just super valuable. So we just threw it in there for you so that you had it. We also had another phase here, phase seven, on getting ultimate harmonic clarity, so you can understand music on every level. So not only you know how to improvise over any music, you can compose any type of music, you can ultimately become a musical authority who can enrich and enhance any musical ensemble you're in, making you an even more valuable musical asset for any musical work that you do. So these are actually kind of connected. I make a little bit of a separation here just because we get a little deep into the harmony. When you understand, when you can hear everything, when you understand what's going on, that's step one. When you then understand how harmony works, when you understand the nuances, you can be in a musical situation and maybe you know the key or maybe you know the melody, but do you know what your options are for harmonizing? Do you know what your options are for adding chord tones, additional chord tones in addition to the root ones, which if you've never done, if what I'm saying sounds Greek to you, then we're gonna get you completely up to speed in the program. We kind of start from zero with ear training and harmony, and we get you to 100, 1,000. We get you to as far as you need to go so that any musical situation you're in, you can figure, if you're not finding it instantly, if it's complex enough, you need to take some time to figure it out. You have everything you need internally with the training and the knowledge that we give you to understand chords, understand chord progressions. We show you how to derive the accurate scale from every chord for improvisation. Because when you look at a chord, you'll know that you might be able to know the chord tones, but what scale are you using to improvise over for it? You have to know the harmonic context. We show you the harmonic context. We show you about diatonic harmony and non-diatonic harmony. We give you everything you need to know so that any any sort of situation that you want to improvise in, any situation where you want to know what you can add musically as a performer, as a player, you'll have the keys to all that. We're going to open all those doors for you. So this helps you trombone playing, but again, if you're interested in composition, if you're interested in transcribing, if you're interested in understanding more music, it's going to give you all those things. There are specific ways that it applies to the trombone, so we're going to make sure you have that. But the truth is that this opens a lot of other doors. So whatever level of interest you have in this, we're going to give you everything you need to be able to fully understand it. Phase 8, this is a special one. This really kind of ties in a lot of things together. Phase 8, we're going to show you how to experience the fact that music only ever comes from your mind's active conceiving of music and nothing else. When you experience this, you can learn to be free from being preoccupied with any part of the body and the paralysis that it can bring once and for all, which ultimately increases your musical accuracy, gets you even more connected with the music, makes you a more captivating player, and dramatically enhances your musical experience and joy overall. So what do I mean by this and what is this? Well, a lot of people talk about a lot of things when it comes to playing the trombone. They talk about the throat, the embouchure, the posture, your arms, your neck, I mean, like your belly, your legs. It seems like there are people out there talking about almost every physical component of the trombone, the tongue, um, the teeth, the lips, everything. The truth is, music doesn't come from air, it doesn't come from analysis of your body, it doesn't come from any of these things. It comes from your mental conception. That's where music comes from. And so we have a short module here that just shows you how to play music from a different place. If you're someone who has felt frustrated by some physical component of the horn that doesn't have to do with the music, this is going to help you. If you are, if you feel like the tongue isn't working, if you feel like the tongue isn't, if it's getting in the way of what you want to do, if it's a hindrance, if it's not functioning, if your throat is getting constricted, if you have physical problems, now I'm not a physical therapist, but I can say that once you start to learn the priority of where music comes from, which is to say that music comes from your mind. This school of thinking comes from Arnold Jacobs, and I got some quotes here that he said that really sum it up pretty well. Um, Playing your instrument is not tonguing, it's not fingering, it's not buzzing. It is hearing the song in your head and recreating it. And when you start to do that, when you start to make when you start to make trombone playing be something that the start of it comes from your conception, comes from your mind, comes from your imagination. When this is the source as opposed to something else, I'm focusing on my tongue, I'm focusing on my embouchure, I'm focusing on my throat, on my posture. If you're focused on those things, you're not focused on the music. And the sooner, again, the same theme, the sooner I can help get you to experience the clarity and the accuracy that comes from prioritizing conception of music above all this other stuff, this really brings together everything else that we've been talking about this program. The ear training, the embouchure prep, the strength prep, the breath. Once all of those things are working at a higher level, it clears the path for you to operate in this musical sense. And when you can hear everything, and when you know exactly what you want to play, and you have the air support, and you've set up your embouchure to be the most efficient, powerful thing ever, then all of a sudden, the only challenges you have anymore is music. And by that, I mean just learning the music. What are you hearing? What are you trying to play? Can you sing it? Can you conceive it? Can you hear it? If you can hear it and you can conceive it, then you can play it. As long as you've set up your embouchure, got the right air support, got the right music ear training, all this other stuff that I'm doing in this program, all of this stuff is essentially to prepare you to forever play from a place where music is the first, last, and the whole thing. And the point of this and the real value of this is that it prevents you from getting caught up and going down rabbit holes that can really trap you. I've seen so many trombone players have problems with the tongue, with the embouchure, with the throat, with the spine, with the arm, and it's because they're preoccupied with something that doesn't really have to do with music. In certain circumstances, they have actually acute symptoms that need to be addressed by a professional. So again, I'm not a professional, but short of those specialized needs, this solves so many problems. And it really unleashes accuracy. It makes you more, we show you how to get more connected with the music. If you're not speaking or singing the part, if you're not actively conceiving the sound you're trying to make as you play it, you're not really playing music. And so we give you the experience of doing that because it unlocks everything. And it ultimately does make you a more captivating player and dramatically enhances your musical experience and ultimately your joy overall. Because it is the final thing that destroys all the obstacles. And so it's just you and the music. And that is what it's all about. So that's it. That's how we get you as empowered as possible. That's how we get you on the fast track towards trombone mastery. A couple of other things. There is a community aspect to this, which I mentioned before. The Mastermind, getting everyone on the same page really produces insane results. So this Mastermind is meant to be community to collaborate with others for even more support and insight from like-minded trombonists on the same path as you. And the values of that I cannot overstate. The other component to this program is that twice a week I will be hosting 2-hour-long weekly collaboration calls with myself and all the other members in the group so you can get help addressing whatever your specific challenges are in real time. So every week, twice a week, you'll be available to come in and I'll help you one-on-one with whatever it is you're struggling with. I'll address you directly. And everyone's invited to these calls because, again, this is the benefit of the Mastermind. When I help you with your problem, there might be 1, 2, 3, 5, 10 other people who are also resonating with that same problem. So as much as you can get from one-on-one training, this group setting, you can get so much more. You can get so much more done so much faster. So that's why I chose this format of a mastermind, to really increase everyone's results. So in addition to everything, in addition to the community, and the way it's set up is that the community can talk to each other and engage each other really easily at all times. It's like a message board. You can connect with each other. You can talk directly. But in addition to that, twice a week there'll be live 2-hour collaboration calls where I can help address you specifically with whatever you're dealing with. And so this really helps. These two things are really meant to obliterate any obstacle, any unsureness on the way towards you becoming the trombone master of your dreams that you deserve to be. There'll be a cap of 20 people because our goal is to keep it really high quality and make sure everyone has an incredible experience. So I didn't want to make it too high because if it's too high, there's too many people and not everyone's getting the benefit. I've vetted everyone in the group, and it's meant to be the premium group that it needs to be in order to have this community factor really be working. So that's it, folks. That's the Trombone Empowerment Academy. If this sounds like something that can help you, if you're a motivated trombone player who's trying to take their trombone playing to the next level, then below this video, find the link that says schedule a time to call or schedule a call. Go ahead and click that, and we can set up a time to chat on Zoom. We can see if you'd be a good fit for the program and talk more about where you're at and whether or not this would be a good fit for you. For those who stay to the very end, you'll also see below that a link to get your free resource, your free gift. So go ahead and click that and you'll get a free resource to give you some powerful tips that will give you some benefit and some value right away. Thanks so much for watching. Hope to hear from you soon. Scott Flynn, your trombone ally, signing off. Peace.